Hi everybody, this is going to be the last of the In the Closet series. I opened our final bucket back there. I think it's shawls. I think it's shawls. I'm going to put my little remote down. I have two buckets right here in front of me that we already opened. We had the scarves, we had the baby blankets, and now I think that's shawls. It's the biggest of the three buckets. So, are you ready to see a plus-size fashion show? I hope so, because that's what you're about to get. All right. I don't have patterns or no patterns or remember patterns. So I'm just going to show you, okay? This is just a little shawl, and I made this. This is very similar. If you made the cinnamon fade shawl, you can make this. Just pretend that it's like half of the shawl. And what I did is in the cinnamon fade shawl, where I increased every single row, this I increased a row and then did a straight row, no increases. Increased a row, and it makes it get wider slower so it doesn't go out as far. And then the second half, decrease, regular row, decrease, regular row. And this is just the chain one, skip one, double crochet that is in the cinnamon twist, wrap. And see, this can be worn like this, or it can be worn over your shoulders. See, you can tie it. You throw it over your shoulder like a continental soldier. You can do whatever you want. Be glamorous with it, baby. Be glamorous. And this is, I think, Isaac Mizrahi yarn by Premier. It's red and gold glitter. I don't remember the color name, but I don't think they make this yarn anymore. So I, however, have about 6 more balls of it in my stash because it's gorgeous, but it is wool, so it's a little bit itchy. Let's see. Oh, it's just, this is very similar to the blue, whatever you call this. The blue one I showed you guys a couple weeks ago. Made very much the same way. Very easy, straight line. And then you just, dead in the center, you do increases. Easy, easy, easy. And then I think I did the decrease. This is exactly like the blue one. Good, and pretty. Love that. Love that. And this is Line Brand Unique yarn, which I don't know if they make it anymore because I think I got it clearanced out. Most of my yarn came clearanced out. And then, if you guys ever wonder what to do with this yarn, this is, oh, what's it called? Ladder yarn. It's ladder yarn. Let's see. I don't know how to show you this any better. This is ladder yarn. It's that yarn that has like, it looks like a ladder. It's 2 strings, and then every like so often there's like a square in the middle of it. I used a big giant hook and did single crochets, and that's all this is to make this big meshy wrap. So easy. Single crochets with a big giant hook. That's what you do with funky yarn. Funky, funky. See? Isn't that pretty? Easy, easy. Oh man, I forgot how much I like this. See, I put stuff in here and I forget I made it. And then I don't wear it. This is the shawl that is in my intro video that I was making this in the Smoky Mountains when I took the picture that everybody seems to love in the Smoky Mountains. So this is what I was making. A shawl. Beautiful. I don't remember what yarn this is. I don't remember what yarn that is. It's beautiful though. All right. This is Premier Fable, I think. I have a ton of shawls. A ton. I love shawls. I love building a fire and sitting in the backyard and just having a little shawl over my shoulders if I get cold. Although this one's not very warm, but it's very lightweight. It's very springy. Very pretty. Yeah, Premier Fable makes excellent. It is one of my favorite yarns to make shawls out of because you see how drapey it is? It's so drapey. So soft because it's made for babies. And that wonderful striping color is fantastic. This is a Blunder. This is a Blunder, and I'm going to show you why. Some of you have seen this before if you've been around long enough. This is a total fail, okay? But I love this shawl, and I will never get rid of it. Okay, first of all, I had this beautiful yarn. It is white with polka dots on it, and I got it clearanced out of Hobby Lobby. Okay? Whoop, I'm pushing my tripod. And I'm like, I'm going to make this shawl. I had an idea to make a big, giant, rectangular shawl to wrap around my shoulders for the nights out by the fire, right? So I started going. Do you see the ends? Do you see how it kind of like goes in and out? And then it starts to go to the side. And then I ran out of yarn. I didn't have enough. This was like 3 balls of this yarn. So I went back, and Hobby Lobby didn't have any more. So I had to get it in the pink, which it's obvious it's not the same yarn. It's clearly pink, this is clearly white, okay? So we're going on, and I'm crocheting. Do you see the edges? It goes out and in and out and in and sideways and backways. And yeah, it is funky. It is not right at all. It's got a mind of its own. I don't know what was happening. It was going ree. It was like a bad road, like. But it's a huge but. It's warm. It's cozy. And it's long enough and big enough to wear out by the fire when it's a little chilly. And nobody cares what it looks like when you're just wrapped up in it trying to be warm, right? So it's a Blunder, but it's one of my favorite things I've ever made. That's why I tell you guys, like, if you mess up and you're making it for yourself, so what? And by the way, I added some party yarn to the end, so it's like glittery right here, as if somehow that was gonna hide all the faults in it. let's glam it up. We'll put some glitter on that. But this is one of my favorite things. Yeah, see, look. Okay, do you see how that side comes out? And then you turn it around and see that side comes out? Because it was going, yeah. This is one of my favorites. This is a different take on the the Granny Meets Virus shawl. However, I started it differently. I added, this is, what is the name of this stitch? I keep putting stuff over my mouth like I'm trying to cover myself. I look like Hannibal Lecter. Anyway, soaring split shells, I think, is what this pattern is. And then I did Granny Meets Virus meets soaring split shells. Granny Meets Virus. And this is my 4th of July shawl. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. Well, I'm an eagle. I'm an eagle. Woo! That's another one of my favorite shawls. I love shawls, you guys. I love shawls. For a while, I was just known for making shawls. Everybody would say, "Do you see that girl, Cinnamon Stitches? She makes all the shawls." And then I got all crazy and confusing to people. This is made out of 1 Karen cupcake. The little baby cupcakes. It's just 1 cupcake. This is like a small version of the cinnamon twist, except, again, I did not increase every single row. I would increase a row and not increase a row. Increase a row, not increase a row. And it made it a longer triangle, a thinner triangle. And then I put a button on it, and I'll show you why. Just throw it in one of the holes right here. It holds it onto your neck. You can fling that around if you want. You can let that hang if you want. I put the little pom-pom on there, right? And there's like, you can do this 100 ways. Let's see. Let me see if I can figure it out. You wear it this way. You got the little button right there. Boom, stick it in a hole. I can find the hole. That's what he said. Boom. See? Throw that over your shoulder if you want. Let your ball dangle. Woo! See? That button? Genius, right? And all it took is a little tiny button and it stays on. Doesn't slide around. Totally came up with that one by myself. It's just a long triangle, which I think is actually upside down. It's supposed to go this way. But it don't matter because it's mine. And that was just one cupcake. So if you have them little cupcakes that keep getting clearanced out, now you know what to do with it. Oh, this is not homespun, but it's actually, yes it is. This is homespun baby, which I didn't even know they ever made. But this, again, I got this at the thrift store, so it's probably long been discontinued. It is homespun, but baby colors. And each color is a different skein of yarn. So it came in purple, it came in white. This is not a striping yarn. So I just did all the colors. This is so warm and squishy and beautiful. This is very much a winter shawl. When you're in the middle of winter and you just like want some spring colors because you're tired of looking at snow. Because living in Michigan for most of my life, trust me, there's a time when you just get sick of looking at gray and snow and you just want to look at some spring colors. You put on this, it keeps you warm. It's got beautiful colors. Bingo bango. This is a poncho I made that does not fit me properly. Which is why you don't see me wear it. It's a little too narrow across the arms. So the whole time I'm wearing it, it rides up and it's irritating. So it'll probably fit my daughter, but it is really pretty yarn though. That's one of the, I think that's like the second poncho I ever made. The ponchito! You guys remember this? If you don't remember, the pattern for this is actually in my Etsy shop. I put it in the closet and I forgot about it. Isn't that pretty? I just love this pattern. This is the first pattern I ever wrote to sell. Actually, it's the only pattern I ever wrote to sell. Isn't that pretty? This would be really nice out of, because this is made out of just kitchen cotton. This would be so nice made out of some of that cotton I got from Hobium. Wouldn't it? You guys, come on. Love that. I love that. I wrote this pattern driving in the car. We were driving in the car. I don't remember where we were going, but it was a long car ride and I wanted to make a poncho. A lacy poncho. And so I wrote it while I was sitting in the car. Woof. Got some fuzzes happening. But we're only halfway through. We're only halfway through this bucket, guys. Goodness. Oh, I hate this yarn. This yarn was not fun to work with. This was a Seymour yarn. A bunch of people said they wanted it. And I never gave it away. So it sits in the closet. It's really soft and fuzzy, but it was terrible. It was terrible to work with. And I wrote this pattern, but it was a blunder. But I can kind of rewrite it to where it is not as messed up as it was. You guys saw this not too long ago, I think. No. I don't even remember when I made this. I really need to take that pin off. That shawl pin on it. Does anybody remember me making this? I don't remember what yarn this is. And I know I made it not too long ago. I think this is made with cake yarn. I think this is cupcakes. I think it's mini cupcakes, two held together. I really need to stop crocheting so much. Dang. See, my pile's getting high. I'm going to strap this to myself because I was looking for that. It's the only shawl pin I have. And of course, I'm going to forget I put it there later. You know, I end up in the laundry. This is the first shawl I ever made like 3-4 years ago. This is Jaydas Stitches. I think it's the summertime shawl. And it's still one of my favorites. Still one of my favorites. I have no idea what yarn I used with that. No idea. There's another homespun. This one stinks. This clearly was thrift store yarn. There's another. I call this the wagon wheel. This is a Jaydas Stitches pattern. I don't remember what she called it, but I made 2 of these. Made one in black and white. It was a rectangle shawl. I always called it looks like wagon wheels to me. Feather and fan stitch is what it is, but she called it the autumn moon something or another. Black and white. Made it in this color, which is Red Heart Super Set. I'm drowning in shawls, guys. Look. Oh, help me. We're almost done. We're almost done. This is just that is ugly. That's just a scarf. And then, oh, this is sword split shells. This is sword split shells. Oh no, that's not. That's the pink lemonade shawl. I showed how to make that in another video. And matching hat. This is hand dyed acrylic that I hand dyed. And then I made a shawl. So this is what my hand dyed acrylic looks like. The border is not hand dyed acrylic. It was like, I think I held 2 yarns together. But the whole body of it is hand dyed, impeccable. Yep. And then a really itchy Virus Meets Granny shawl. Really itchy. 2 more. I'm sitting on a backless rolling chair and I'm so afraid if I lean back too far I'm gonna fall. Because you can see my feet up in the air. Oh. This was a Jaydas Stitches pattern that I actually really hated. Because, see the bottom? I made several of these, and that bottom just always has a pucker and a curl. And I can't get it to lay straight no matter what I do. So I think that's a faulty pattern on Jayda's part, honestly. Because I've made that one several times. And it's beautiful, except for that bottom. Watch. See that? That irritates me so bad. So I think it's a pattern issue. No matter what I do, it won't lay flat. And then my last one is another feather and fan, extra long, extra wide, that I don't wear. You guys can't even see me no more. Let's get rid of some of this. Of course, I'm going to have to fold all those so that they fit. All right. Oh, a couple more. I lost it. So I made this, and I loved it. The colors are like my colors, right? But if you see me standing up and from the back, this shawl makes me look way bigger than what I am. So I've never wore this anywhere. And it's not really long enough. Like, I didn't make it long enough to be like, you know, comfortable to wrap around myself to be warm outside. So this one kind of just sits in the closet. You know? I think it all fit back in there. I could put the lid on. Oh, good. I don't have to fold nothing. So, like I said in a previous video, I know that I have an abundance of stuff. The reason I'm going through this closet, a lot of the stuff needs to go. So I'm going to start working on donate piles. Let me slide forward. Wow, it looks like that closet is really small, or my head is really big. It's a pretty big closet, as you can tell. I mean, well, you probably can't tell. It's got all my camera equipment back there, all my crochetery, and a whole bunch of stuff you guys can't see on the ground, including my campfire cardigan, which I need to hang back up. But I had to take it down, or else there was a bunch of stuff hanging right here, and you guys weren't gonna be able to see me. I bet you guys turned the video off like halfway through, because who wants to see me show all the... it's basically me showing you my laundry, except it's clean. Campfire cardi. Oh yeah, it's way too hot for that in here. That. I'm gonna bonk myself on the head with something. I'm gonna let you guys go. We're like 20 minutes into me showing you my laundry. I hope you guys enjoyed the In the Closet series. Maybe in my